Good morning, Sing Spaces. Nice to see you here. If you're on catch up, then hello. If you're new here, then hello. If you are not new here, then hello. Let's do a bit of work on the vocal folds. So it can be a kind of an intimidating subject. If you don't think about them, why would we think about them? We'll talk about this in a bit, but they don't have any sensory feedback really. So is there a lot of point thinking about them? Yet at the same time, we think about them all the time, don't we? Registers, tone. Good morning, Nicole. I'm having a great Friday. Thank you very much. Hello, Helen. Nice to see you here. So we kind of think about the vocal folds all the time, yet we don't really want to. And we're in this kind of this constant contradiction. So we're going to focus on them today, looking at the chorus of True Colours, which I think most of you know, I would think. And we're going to have a look at onsets, and we're going to have a look at registers, and we're going to have a look at colour. And we're going to warm ourselves up. We're going to have a look at vocal health. Hello, Laura. Nice to see you here. I feel really creaky today, and I thought, oh, brilliant. I have to demonstrate this right in the middle of my range, right on those registers where basically I want to speak down here all day today. I don't know why. No idea. Good morning, Jay. Do you need to be here as well? Now, this should fit nicely into everyone's voice, but we are going to sit bang on the middle of your voice. So we're going to do a very, very good warm up first. So let's do a 1 minute step into that mindset, into your body. And then we're going to do some vocal health, and then we're going to do some exploration of head voice, chest voice, mixed voice, registers, onsets, and playing around with all of the above. So good morning, Kiara. Close your eyes. Hello, Naya. Happy Friday. Eyelids shutting off. We don't need to expend any energy on looking at stuff right now. We want to bring our attention into sensation, especially when we're exploring something that has such little sensory feedback. Deep breath in through your nose. Following the stream of air in, and then a big sigh, and really feel your feet on the floor and keep sighing out, and really explore the sensations on the balls and the soles of your feet and the heels and the toes. Shift your weight backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and side to side, and maybe round in a circle. And just check yourself that you're not locked now, that you're in a nice readied place. Another deep breath in through your nose. Hands on your bottom ribs, feeling them float upwards. Take your shoulders up to your ears. And then let's let everything go. Big sigh out. Give your knees a wiggle as you keep sighing out, extending that long exhalation. Shake out your knees, your ankles, and your hips, and let that disperse any tension in your lower body. And another deep breath in. Filling the air into your scalp this time, into the temporalis, into those scalpy, headachy muscles. And as you breathe out, allow your scalp to melt like butter over your shoulders, down your back, over your hips. Again, letting go of any tension, gripping in that psoas and those hip flexors, down your legs, through the floor. Breathing in through your nose as we take a circle around the clock face, around my wonky clock face. And then sighing out as we keep going. And extending that long exhalation every time we sigh out through your nose or your mouth. And let's go the other way, breathing in through your nose, drawing your shoulders around the clock face. And sighing out and extending that long exhalation as long as you can go. Breathing in, stretching upwards, and press your feet against the floor and start to lengthen yourself like chewing gum when you feel like you've reached your limits. Breathe out and rock over to the side and let your hips fall away from your hands and your feet so that you are balancing in that C shape. And you're really stretching along the side of your body, and breathe into that side of your body. Now, with one side of your lungs compressed, you're going to really open up the other side. You can feel your ribs expanding, and then breathe out, and let's come back to center. Shake it out. Breathing in, let's lengthen again like chewing gum again. Breathing in. When you've really reached your limit, let's go over to the other side. Let your hip fall away from your hands. So you're finding that balance. Breathing into your shoulders. And to the ends of your fingers, edges of your feet, and then sighing out, come back to center, shake out your hands. All right, let's go. All right, so we're going to go from the chorus. I assume you all know this. So we're going to do some lip trills. And first of all, we're just going to lip trill. I want you to ask yourself one thing. Are you doing anything on the lip trill to create any kind of tone, or is it just kind of coming out? Remembering, this is the Bernoulli effect. So this is this thing that we talk about a little bit. The pressure builds behind your lips, which makes them blast open, that pressure. But then as the pressure drops, they come back together. And then the pressure builds again, blast them open, pressure drops, they go back. It's an involuntary response you're not doing, which is very, very similar to what is happening at vocal fold level. So your vocal folds, put your hands together now, just visualize them millimeters long. As the air passes through, this Bernoulli effect is happening, okay? And it's something that the more you think about it, the great thing about this is, though it sounds sciencey, is it's a response, it's a response, it's a response we're not doing. Just to affirm that, try and move your lips together as fast as you can now. How many times a second can you do it? The very fastest you can do. Good to wake up the articulators too. I think I could probably do about 4 a second. One Mississippi, no more. Now go. How many are we doing now? Probably hundreds. All right, let us have a go at feeling that Bernoulli effect and just experiencing that response that happens with the breath. All right, we are going in from... I need some chords here. I can't remember what they are. 1, 2, 3. Experiencing this response that your lips do. All right, beautiful. Now, obviously, we are, because of the closure, getting this beautiful acoustic back pressure. So we're already starting to just massage everything and get some vocal health benefits. Now, I just want to ask you if you can change your tone now. So just do that. On a lip trill. Now see if you can make it sound a bit higher. Now make it see if you can sound a bit lower. Try those again. So obviously, if that's happening, things are happening, okay, around here. So let's explore that today. We're looking at true colors. I didn't realize I'd done that. We're looking at true colors of your voice today. All right, default. Hi, Janet. Sounding high. Sounding low. All right, who could do those and who sounded the same every time? Doesn't matter, does it? If you sounded the same every time, this is great. You've got a challenge to learn how to do this. If you could do it, brilliant. How's it happening? Why are we sounding different every time? A bit because I'm probably lifting my larynx on the high one, which is going to make a smaller acoustic space, which makes everything sound a bit more like a child, doesn't it, when we do that? And then on the low one, I can see it dropping, and we've made a bigger space. But maybe we're also using a little bit more TA or CT. So we'll just introduce those terms that you all know about, TA, chest voice, whatever you want to call it. We'll just think about it as that kind of more muscular, lower register kind of action. And then CT is your higher register, stretchy action that happens. All right, so let's just do those again. Let's try it. The first phrase, let's just try and make it sound, do it in neutral. Singing, but I see your true colors shining through on a lip trill. Then make it sound as high as you can, as head voicey as you can, despite lip trilling. And then, hi, Amy. And then as low as you can, as chest voicey as you can, despite lip trilling. All right. Should we do the first couple of lines? Should we do the whole thing? Because we want to warm ourselves up. It's Friday. We need some vocal health. Good morning to the person after Amy. I can't see who you are. Click the StreamYard link. 3 times through the chorus, once on default lip trill, once on the highest lip trill that you can make, the most head voicey one, and then once on the most chest voicey one. All right, let's play around. 1, 2, default. You can tongue trill. I'm just sneaking in a little vocal health before we start exploring registers and onsets. All right. I might not make you do the high one because it's quite it sometimes creates tension, but let's do the lowest you can sound now. So you are starting to really bring in your true colors of your voice. So let's do that again on a lip trill, but making your voice sound as low as you can. Challenge. All right, everybody, bring in your bass. Okay, what are we doing? Are we lowering the larynx? Are we adding in more TA? Are we just audiating? How are we doing it? Are we telling it to happen or are we audiating it? Let's have a little play. So as low as you can. 1, 2, 3. Good. So I'm kind of cheating here and just getting you to explore a few things. Hi, Jilly. Before we get into it, because I feel like we need to get ourselves quite warm for what we're about to do next. So let's do one puffy cheek. Again, what should we play around with here? Okay, because we're doing vocal fold day, let's visualize one thing. Air coming up. Vocal folds here, millimeters long. Create a closure. We know it. We send the acoustic pressure back. Try that now. Suddenly, your vocal folds are aligned between these two pressures. They love that. When they're aligned, air below, acoustics behind, it is very, very difficult to do things wrong. It is almost impossible. The pressure equalizes because that's just the physics of it. So the pressure equalizes either side, which perfectly aligns your vocal folds, which means it's very hard for them to kind of go one way or get tense because they're kind of always being, kept between this kind of suspended equilibrium. And it's just such a good place for your voice to be. And the more that you can practice this, obviously it's an SOVT for, I think everybody here is quite familiar with this now. And if you're not, just sink into this. It's so good because we're teaching the vocal folds to be aligned throughout our register. Doesn't matter how much that chesty or that heady sound, they're staying nice and aligned. So it's just a great one. Doing it is just a good thing to train you to sing in a nice, healthy, balanced way. So let's do the chorus again, utilizing the back pressure benefits of an SOVT exercise. 1, 2, 3. It's such a classic song, isn't it? It's such a gorgeous song. It's such a lovely little, I'm just playing the chords, but it's just even that. It's just lovely. Eva Cassidy's version is gorgeous if you haven't heard it as well. Right, what are we going to do next? Okay, registers. There's our kind of the word that haunts us all. I don't think you're a singer if you're not haunted by your registers. Male, whether it's up the top, female, bottom, top, wherever it is, we're all afraid of breaks. We've talked about how having acoustic pressure helps, really helps. SOVT, any closed mouth sounds, gonna be good. Let's have a look at head voice, chest voice. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to find full head voice, full chest voice. Then we're going to see if we can mix them together, doing both on command and then put them in a mix. So let's just sing it in head voice. Okay, so I want you to go into kind of full CT sound just to see how heady you can make. We don't want any of that muscular engagement. I think all singing should be a mix, but we don't want to go for a mixed head voice this time. Let's just do a really kind of ooey. It will help you go, but I see your true colors. Yeah. And just allow yourself to be in a kind of very heady sound and see what happens. It's going to be very hard to do this down low. So it's going to be almost as hard as taking your chest sound up high. Let's just play around with it. 1, 2, 3. But I see, oh boys, Jay, sorry, I should say, try it in your falsetto. When we're doing this, try and do it in your light sound. It's a bit harder because of where we are, but if you take it up, you should be able to actually round here, do your right at the top, right high falsetto. So have a play around. 1, 2, 3. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid. Keep it heady to let them show. Even low, try and keep it heady. Your true colors, your true colors, heady, are beautiful, like a rainbow. Okay, it's really hard at the beginning. There's a little bit more TA engagement that came down. How did that feel? Hi, Hannah. Nice to see you here. So we're going to move to chest voice. And I was like, oh, no, not this morning. But I found out it was quite easier to get into chest voice for me if I put a whacking great aspirate onset on it. So we're going to go, but I see your true colors shining through. And I want you to keep that aspirate onset going through the whole thing. So aspirate onset, starting the phrase with lots of breathing out. We're also just going to relax everything so that we don't get tense in our chest voice. It's not just tense. It's you're keeping that all the way through the phrase. We could even just do it on. In fact, it might be easier to go, let me just try it once, see if it's easier, and you can try it too. Just try sighing, like a big sigh. Isn't it? Should we try and put some words on that? How are we doing for time? I want to get through our exercises. Yes, let's put some words on that. So let's do the same thing again. How did that feel? Tense? If it felt tense, more sigh. We're using the sigh to release everything. It's probably in your range enough that you should be able to do this. Again, sorry that we are not able to do this in a male and a female key. Let's go again. But I see your true colors, and let's just aspirate it out. So you can use your body if you need some help. Over release it. 1, 2. In fact, let's do a breathe in first. So it's a response to breathing in. We were doing this in choir on a phrase where it was something like, oh, hear my song. And we were going, oh, hear my song. And it was all falling out of that phrase, and it was much easier to do. Right, so let's go. I need to look at the chords. I'm very sorry. Hold your breath. 1, 2. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. Breathe. And that's why I love you. We'll keep breaking it up. So don't be afraid. Carry on to let them show. Breathe in. We're going to do this in bits. your true colors. Carry on. True colors. Stop, breathe. Beautiful, like a rainbow. Yeah? Okay, good. Adele uses so much of that, and it just gives you so much more depth to your voice. So much more, and it feels lovely, doesn't it? Right, what are we going to do? Let's have a look at some glottal onsets. Just getting those vocal folds together before we start to mix chest and head and play around. So we're just going to do it on a really staccato and I want you to see if you can just feel that adduction, the closing of your vocal folds without getting tense. So we're going to go, I want you to be really energized in your body, and you're going to go, nice breath in, nice floaty ribs, bottom ribs floating on the surface of the sea like you're a beach ball, and you're going to go ah 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 ah. And again, totally different sound when we get that kind of closure. Probably a mix that we're doing. I don't know. It's just terminology. As Ken Bozeman says, quote him a lot, terminology is a metaphor to attempt to quantify a sensory feeling or an auditory target. I think he says that makes sense. So let's try that. You need lots of energy or you're going to get tight. So we're going to replace tension with energy. So it's not it's it's a bit like you're surprised or excited the whole way through. We keep that excitement going in your voice, okay? 1, 2. Surprised. Now, what I'm really liking here is that actually we've just found 3 colors. 3 true colors that you can actually probably use together in this chorus. Oh, not that one, a bit different than that. But we can probably start to put these together. So I'm sorry, I'm just checking my list. No, let's get some creak in. Let's add the 4th color. I love that we found using true colors for vocal color exploration. I had not planned that, but it's really making me feel very happy. So we're going to do it again with as much creak as you can. So what I want you to do is try and replace every first word with a vowel. So take out the but. So just go, I see your true colors. Oh, shining, let's put O's before them. Oh, shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. Oh, don't be afraid. Oh, don't be afraid. Oh, let them show. Oh, let them show. Oh, true colors. Oh, true colors. Oh, true colors are beautiful. We can probably get to the R in like a rainbow. Yeah, should we get your creak in? All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. I see your true colors. Oh, shining through. Oh, shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. Oh, don't be afraid. Oh, let them show. Oh, true colors. Oh, true colors. Oh, true. Oh, true colors are beautiful, like a rainbow, like a rainbow. All right, we've got 4 colors now: head voice, chest voice, creak, and that kind of clear onset. So again, these are all vocal fold things that we've got to do without actually having to do anything too technical. We're using audiation, hearing sound in our head probably to create these sounds. Right, let's put them together. Should we just put them together to try and create all those colors in that one verse. So let's just have a play. I think we might need to break it down. I see your true colors shining through. Let's start off with, which one should we start off? We can make choices here. Now, choices, realistically, you're just going to go with it, aren't you? Instinctively, you're going to let them happen. But today, let's contrive it a bit. I see, let's creak the first. But I see. No, let's aspirate our way in. So kind of slide through the breath. But I see your interest. But I see your true colors. Back into chest. Let's do chest ahead. But I see your true colors shining through. Again, chest ahead. I see your true colors. Chest. And that creak. And that's why I love you. And that's why I love you. So don't, staccato one. So don't be afraid. Keep the staccato energy to let them chest, to let them show. Chest and aspirate. You're true. No aspirate. It's too breathy. You're true. Let's do a mix of chest and head. Your true colors. Creak. Oh, beautiful. Like a rainbow. We could just do chest and head. Let's play around. Okay, you might want to do completely different things, but let's have a little play now. You can do it, I'll shout some things out, or you can just do your own, but start to observe some of those 4 colors that we found today, and how you can start to use them. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, chest. I see your true head colors shining through. It's almost a heady, it's a mix there, isn't it? I see creak and chest, true colors. Oh, that went up in a kind of chestier sound. That's why I love you, head. So don't be afraid, head to chest, to let them show your true colors, chest are beautiful. Like a rainbow. We're going to do that again, just to play. Play with the quantifications of each one of those, the amounts. Quantifications, not a sound, is it? It's not, that's a word. The amounts, the quantities. We not quantify the quantities. And haven't one more play, or have we got more to do? Let's add in mix. Okay, so let's do one more and then we'll play with it all together at the end. So let's add in a mixy sound and see if we can, then we've got 5 colors to use in your True Colors song. So for mix, I want you to find your head, true colors, your chest, true colors, mix them together. True colors. Now to help you, we're going to go for a wider sound that could just help with that. So maybe a he. But just go back to what you found on your head and your chest and see if you can just feel the mix of them both. It's kind of that simple. Just have that sensations that you had and put them together, like 50-50, put them together. And then let's go to a he. Hold your nose. He, just because it can get a bit nasal in a mix. Something about thinking of the middle makes people he and get a bit mixy there. So we're just going to do it once on a mix, and then we'll add that in as our 5th color. Stay in the mix, don't let it drop down into them, just listen to the chest. Do you want to do it once more in the mix? Have we got time? Let's yes, do it once more in that mix to help you find it. Call it twang. mix your 5 colors together to find your true colors one last time through. Whatever you want, I'll shout out some things. Maybe I'll like see what's. Let's just see what happens. 1, 2, 3. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, like a rainbow. Thank you. There you go. Have a play around with all those colours and choices. I'll see you next week. Can't remember when I'm back in. Have a great weekend, everyone.